still working together.
Big bro, is there any way you can tell me maybe when we'll get the backyard, like an ETA, please? I'm in the blue room by myself. You can just whisper it over the microphone. Just be like, hey, it's gonna be 30 minutes, or hey, it's gonna be an hour. That'd be cool. Yeah.
Better give it a minute.
Do
you have to go really bad?
Yeah. Do you have
Dillon, please go to the diary room.
It should be good when you get back. Well. He is totally convinced that you three are still working together and this was a greater plan. This is what he thinks. And he said, oh, I know. He said to me, Kevin goes to me when I walked in there. I said, is it too early to talk to you? He goes, no, it's never too early to talk. I go, okay, perfect. I go, so what happened? He goes, well, it was that talk I had with you in the bathroom. I thought, well, perfect. But he said,
This is the hug of all hugs.
I just knew, he said, that you and Dillon were convinced I'm going to send her to the jury and keep Dimitri, and I couldn't be having that. So I needed to take it in my own hands, and I thought, perfect.
How did you do that?
I told you.
He probably thinks that you're voting to keep
He
Dillon.
did, and he says to me, so now it's all on you, Karen. You will be making the decision. I go, well, that's unless I split the vote and then you make the decision. He goes, but you know what I'll do. And I go, send Dimitri home, and he goes, yes. And I thought, yeah, and you won't ever get that power. So now I have him convinced that you guys are still working together, that you have this plan, and so this is why he now says, don't give Kevin the power. Just send me out of here. And I'm like, okay.
What?
So he won't be mad at me.
Karen, you are the mastermind of this.
But don't say anything.
No, absolutely not.
And he said, he just walked in the bathroom right now. He goes, oh, she is such a liar. Oh, I haven't talked to him all week. He goes, she's so transparent. Dillon.
Talking about
Well, you.
He goes, I told you, he said they're all working together. He is convinced.
Saying I haven't spoken to him.
He thinks this is all an act.
Haven't said a
He thinks this is all an act. This is perfect. So then, because he was originally saying, don't betray me and split the vote. And then I thought, well, I'm going to have to tell him in a couple days that I have been with you from the beginning, and I'm sorry, but I have to send you home because I have been with them since since week 1 and Dimitri shortly after that. And I thought, well, it's going to crush him, but I'm going to have to tell him that. But now he's convinced that you three are still playing us, and we are the biggest fools of the season. We are the biggest fools of the season, and we just got played again. I go, I know.
What the fuck?
Like, it's
We've been
terrible.
over there crying. Oh.
Like, literally.
He doesn't believe any of it.
He
He just walked into the bathroom and said, did you hear her? Oh, my God. I haven't talked to him all week. He said, she's up there. They're laughing. They're all together playing us. He's going to the jury, and he's going to make up all kinds of lies so they hate him. It's going to be the best.
Oh my
It's going to be awesome.
Dimitri.
It's gonna
Dylan
be
thinks
so
we're some
great.
kind of ruthless.
He really does. It's awesome.
I don't. Why do people always think that about
They think the worst of
Karen?
us.
Has saved
And
her.
they think I am just the sweetest little lamb, so innocent. And Kevin said, no, it was that talk in the bathroom. And I thought, oh, I knew I was getting to you because I could see his head going.
Yeah, you said that.
I told you.
You,
And I thought,
you have my head going like this now. That is crazy.
Karen,
he said,
how'd
yep,
you do
that's
that?
what did it. Because I knew if I just played
Want
into
to
his
know why?
ego.
We don't.
Because Karen is the only person in this house who's ever been honest with him.
Yeah.
The only one. You didn't like him and you were honest with
And he
it.
stuck to it.
And I feel like when he spoke to you, he knew that you're being honest in that bathroom.
And I told him, they've played a better game. They've outplayed everybody in this house. And the only thing that I didn't tell him that's true is that he has figured out that you are very smart.
Yeah.
And that you would do fine on your own as well.
Yeah.
That he knows what a game you've played. But he knows now that
You've done a great job.
that the other people saying that he has totally discarded that, he knows. And I said, oh, I don't know. I don't want to know. Like, okay.
Karen, oh my God.
Karen, you're like our guardian angel.
Yeah, you are.
You told us that it's not over.
I told you, your ass goes out the fucking door.
Oh. We were crying in bed.
I said,
we were crying.
and I said to him, I told him, I said, oh, they are just crushed. They're so defeated. I told him that. I said, defeated. And I said, and it's so wrong. So wrong, Kevin. I said, once in a season that I came to play, I wanted the
Karen.
right people to be there. But again, it'll be the same thing, just like it is every other season, where the third and fourth people that go home are the people that should have won the game, and it'll be the same thing, and the same fans will be same disappointment.
What did he say? He just
He didn't say his. I just can see he's like got the hamster wheel going inside. But he did say when I walked in there, I said, is it too early to talk? And he goes, no, it's never too early to talk.
He doesn't have any friends.
He can't stand that nobody talks to him. And so I was like, okay. I said, so what
Do you
happened?
feel bad for him that he has no friends?
You know me.
You feel bad.
I do. I have gunned for that guy since
I
day
know.
one.
I don't.
No, she doesn't feel bad, but I think a part of her is like...
If he was my
nobody
son and it was like that,
Yeah, you'd feel
but
bad.
he's thinking he's outsmarting me,
Yes, he
and
is.
I want to be outsmarting him.
I know what you mean. Because
It's ego.
It's ego.
It's
Yeah,
ego,
you're right.
old ego against young ego.
My
And it's
God.
like, who's playing who better?
I cannot believe he said it was a talk in the bathroom. Karen.
He said, I go, so what happened?
Karen has pulled off the biggest...
And I go like this, I look at him up there like...
She did it subtly.
I told you I'm a soft sell. That's how I get what I want.
That's how
It's
she
called a
sells
soft
$1
sell.
million houses.
It's a
She's
soft
a real
sell. It's not, I just put the ideas that they need to make the best decision for them.
See, when you said that, I wasn't even 100% sure what you meant by soft sell. But
That's
Oh,
what it
soft sell
means.
means there's hard sell and there's soft sell. I
Soft
know. I
sell
work
is
in
like, listen,
yeah.
listen. Don't
Right.
you know
That's
what's
hard
good for
sell.
you?
Right.
That's a
Soft
hard
is
sell.
kind of like you
Soft
can
is-
ease it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
we work
always
in
been a
sales.
soft sell. I'm not a hard sell.
Karen.
So then I said, I said,
He's
so-
in shock. He can't even...
So what?
I thought I was getting.
So-
I thought I was hitting a death sentence.
He goes,
Instead.
nope, you made it clear that you guys were going to keep her or send her to the jury.
I think he...
But I put enough doubt in his mind because I said,
He said when we're in the bathroom...
I said,
cleaning
well,
off the
that's what
honey.
I want, but we're having a bit of a negotiation problem on the other side, putting enough doubt in him with Dillon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, she is good. You are good.
I am a
When
good
we were in
negotiator
there-
when I need to be.
When we were in there cleaning the honey, he was saying that Dillon was pretty much throwing us under the bus and saying that he's taking him, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah.
And he did tell me that it was a two-way with him and Dillon, but Dillon said, I'm not taking you, I'm taking Karen.
No.
And that disloyalty is enough to make people second guess. And I go, I said, okay, because I'm going to be honest, Kevin. I've never made a 1, 2, 3, or 4, and I'm not making them with anybody. If I get to the final 2, then I deserve to be there. And if I don't, then I go home with 3rd or 4th or 5th. I get 0, which is exactly what I have now, except I've got a lot of records for the next old person to break.
I love her.
And that's what I have.
He said, is that Dillon?
Maybe.
Because if he comes in here, then he'll think we're trying.
Yeah.
He said, Dillon told him, Dillon approached him about a final 2. And then he told Dillon that I'll take you, but it's not in your best interest to take me. He said he told that to Dillon.
Kevin told me in the bathroom that he had a 2-way that he would take Dillon, but Dillon had a 1-way where he wouldn't take him. He said he'd take me. And I said, that's true.
Yeah.
He's not taking you because you'd cash the check, and he's not letting you cash the check.
Yeah.
So I just said enough things
Just to get the ball rolling.
Karen, I cannot believe you did that.
to get him to put
How
up
did you
Dillon, which I told you, and you said to me yesterday, don't do that. And I thought, I got to try.
Yeah. Because I thought it would.
I thought I can't not
Karen,
try.
do not listen to me.
Because I thought if
Whatever
I
you do,
fail,
do not
if I
listen.
fail, because I never mentioned any conversation. I just said about your games, and I knew that'd bug him.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, don't listen to me. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
And he thinks, because of the person that I am, that I'm really loyal to.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm more loyal to him.
Yeah.
Because
You've been, because you guys are the Care Bear and the...
he thinks that I'm more loyal to him because he thinks, but he doesn't realize that only after M went in week 5 or 6, day 34, he thinks this is 58 to 34, but I had 0 to 34
Yeah. Yeah.
already built with you two
Yeah.
until you fucking ditched me.
I know.
Just want to keep throwing that
I
in your
know.
face
She's not going
now.
to stop throwing it. Even though it's her biggest
Even though
regret
you
this
fucking
season.
ditched
It
me.
is.
We did say it.
You
Our biggest
ditched me.
regret. Our biggest regret was putting Karen on the block. That's what we said.
Yeah.
How about all the times you shunned me, though? You walked in and ignored me. Like, come on.
He's not going to let us.
Dimitri wouldn't even barely look at me.
Dimitri.
I'm the most horrible person in the world.
Was like, what am I? But I also told him when I get to the jury house, I'd make sure he never cashed a check. And I told him, this is what I'm going to tell Netta, and this is what I'm telling Cindy, and this is what I'm telling Bruno. And I went through what I was saying. And I said until I get down the whole line, and then when I get to William. And he was like, oh, God.
Oh, my God. I cannot believe Karen sat here and I said, what does your spidey sense tell you? I see you, me, and Dimitri in final 3, and I'm like, what's not going to happen? I told her it was not going to
So
happen.
far, it's happening.
I cannot.
Don't be such a Debbie Doubter.
Karen,
I owe you my big brother life.
we owe her our firstborn child.
It will be named Karen. Girl or boy.
Her firstborn child.
Girl or boy.
How about that they called you D'Amica?
Oh, I hate you, Karen. D'Amica.
She coined it too.
I coined it. I love it.
Please stop talking about production.
D'Amica's their nickname. I named them.
I'm so mad at that name. I cannot believe she did
was
that.
beautiful.
It is. When
Karen?
people ask me what ratchet is, I'm just going to say
D'Amica.
I love it.
I hate it.
See, because it represents you too.
This is the 3rd time you saved me in this game.
Yep, it is. So when you're at the final 2, just remember you're there because I saved you.
I know you did 3 times.
shout out to Karen.
3 times. People have underestimated the game that you've played in this fucking house.
They have.
You don't have to win comms to be a huge player in this house. We've kind of.
I don't know how it'll come off though, how it'll play out. But I knew what I was doing. And it ain't over.
Cannot.
Don't forget, I got one job to finish. I've told you that
I
all
know you
along.
did.
My job is done. I lay the hatchet down when he walks out that door. I'm done. The hatchet is over. It doesn't matter. He needs to walk out that door and then I'm done. It's the job, I said.
Yes, it is.
And I got to finish the job till I lay down. He has to go before me. He has to. And Dillon was trying to tell me today, you're playing on vengeance. I said, there ain't no vengeance. I identified him as winning this game. In the 2nd week, I went into Noms on the backward week and pointed at him and Jackie and said, if we don't get him out, they're 1 and 2.
She did.
I will never not say that. If he's at the end, he will go to the end with the check.
Yes, he will.
Who?
Kevin.
Yeah.
I've said it from the get-go.
Yeah, he will.
I have constantly gunned for him because I've identified him as the biggest threat, personal threat.
He's only the biggest threat because of the bitter jury people, which is what sucks.
But it doesn't matter because they give the money to the bitter jury people, give it to the person that doesn't deserve it. And I said on my season we were going to make it different. The right people were going to be there in the winner's circle to cash the check. Regardless.
I cannot.
I'm not veering from that. He needs to go out the door.
Karen pulled this off. It's almost seemed impossible. Like we said, it was impossible.
And she did it without causing a fuss.
I don't know how you did that.
You just put enough stupid ideas and seeds in people's mind and things grow.
I have to yell at people for 3 days to do that.
Listen, she has more experience, okay? I'll get there.
I was
I just thought, I'm just going to act like, okay, it's going to be me, it's going to be me. And I told him, okay, well, I totally understand. I get it. And then you said, is he going to do it? I go, I think he's going to use it. But is it going to be, I go, it could be me because I'm not that good. Like,
no, you are.
I'm not, I didn't.
Holy.
I thought I planted enough seeds that he'd put him up, but I thought it could be me and I could just be like, okay, then I know 100% that he's going to send him home.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I feel like I'm in a surreal moment right
Me
now.
too, Karen.
I feel like
You
I'm
have
having
no
an out-of-body
idea,
experience.
Karen.
I don't know what to feel. I cannot believe
Now,
this.
you
is
two
happening.
cannot be keeping me up every single night till 3 a.m.
Karen, you tell us when to go to bed, and we will go to bed.
Like, I cannot be up
I'm
every
not
single
joking.
night.
Now on.
I am so
we keep
tired.
orders from you.
I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this.
This is a
She
great.
came over
This
there
is
this
one of
morning
my
and she gave
greatest
me-
game moves
It is your greatest game
because
move.
he just. No, I've had a few.
This one, Karen, was impossible. Like, you've had good game moves, but this one is by far, on your resume, the biggest game move you've pulled off all
You
freaking
have
season.
Kevin so fucked up right now.
And he believes
Dillon
that
believes that we are
Dillon
still working.
and Kevin thinks what's so great about this move is Kevin thinks that he has put me in this moral dilemma that I have been tasked now with chopping this guy's head off, where it's like, that's exactly what we're planning on doing, so thank you.
Just handed it to you.
Karen,
He handed me the guy's head without me doing anything.
we're going to
And
the
he-
award show.
I know, I told you.
my
I
God.
told you we were going to the award
You
show.
did tell me. Oh my God, I want to go to the award show.
And he honestly is like, thinks that this was all his.
Idea.
Oh, totally. That's good. We
Yes.
want people to think that it's their,
Yes,
let them
he
take the
thinks-
kudos.
Yeah, he does not know that Karen worked him.
I think
This is the second time in a week that somebody has worked him. He is not going to be happy.
No. He thinks that he's put me in this horrible
Yeah, he
moral
does.
dilemma, but here's the thing. Third, fourth, or fifth, I had 0 anyway. So
right.
I'm in no worse or better position. He knows that. He doesn't realize that. I realize that. I have said that for days. It's true. Like, the only way I get to the end, Dillon wasn't ever taking me. You two are taking each other.
Yeah.
Kevin will probably not take me. I'm not getting there anyway. It's not, sometimes it's about competing and playing.
Yeah.
You know, I always tell you, yes, of course I want the money. Everybody wants the money. But there, when you come to this crossroads, you know, you're not in that position. And that's like why when I was on it was always you two, 1 and 2. And then I thought I was always third.
Yeah.
Always. Like forever.
Yeah.
And then when I got thrown out of the 7th-story building from third, then I
You're
was
gonna
at
have to
0.
apologize to her for the rest
So
of your
now
life.
I had to go back up.
You
But then yesterday I was 4th. I was 4th yesterday. I could have even gone down to 5th depending on what happened today. So now I'm back to 3rd.
You are
So
back to
see how I
third.
haven't lost anything?
You haven't.
That's the truth.
That's
I've
such a crazy
never-
way to think about
But
it.
that's
That
the
is, you're
truth.
totally right.
I've never thought about it like that.
That is the truth.
I didn't think
It's no different than that. That is the truth. And you can't try to spin things
Karen,
different
you
than
keep
they are.
blowing my mind in this game.
So it's like,
Who is she?
I don't know.
I don't
are
know
You
if you...
ex-military.
Do you ever get anything? Do you ever get anything? Would they ever give you anything? Because I would have been happy to come and play the game and have my little, and then win $10,000.
Yeah.
I would have been fine.
Yeah.
Now I get 3rd. Can I have anything? Will they give you anything?
You get your stipend?
It's nothing.
I know.
What is that? How much is that? Nothing.
Please stop talking about production.
Sorry.
So I just wanted that little prize.
I want a prize too. We have not won anything all
Me and
season.
Aiko will come and visit you in the shoe shop.
Yeah. We will.
So it will be,
Prize. We will come to your.
we just have to do the job and clear him out.
Yeah.
We know now we've got a
Let's not
shirt.
get ahead of ourselves.
We know
Yeah.
we have one going,
Yeah.
for sure. Bye.
Yes.
Then we need the other one.
Why?
That's the final job
That-
we have to do,
and
and
that
that's the
HOH
job I
comp?
set out,
Oh
and
my
we have to
God.
make it happen.
That HOH comp, if everything works out, it's me, you, and Karen competing in that HOH comp.
And what will the comp be?
Who knows?
I think it might be an endurance.
It might be an endurance.
We're good at endurance.
I'm pretty weak
You
right now.
won the first endurance
I
challenge.
know,
and that
but I'm
was-
pretty weak. I'm tired. My God, you guys have beat the shit out of me.
No,
Did you
Karen.
see what I had to do yesterday?
Yes, and you got to the puzzle while I was standing there looking at deer in headlights at this one and his puzzle.
Yeah, I was looking the same way at it.
I thought I was going home.
I know you did.
Remember how you
And I
said
told, and
earlier,
I thought I was going home, and even when we thought he would change his mind, I was like, let's try to get him not to, because that's the only way you two are getting the final 2. And you said they're over there cashing checks, and they should
told
not be
you.
cashing checks.
Don't be
I
cashing
cannot
checks you can't
believe-
cash.
This is happening right now. Like, I feel, for the first time, I don't even know what to say.
Remember when we said, like, this just doesn't feel like the right way to end it?
Yeah, I said, this doesn't feel like the right way to end our
Like, this
story.
doesn't feel like how it ends.
That's what I said to him.
Yeah.
our story should not end like this. It doesn't feel right.
That's right. And you said how many days left? I said only 11. You're like, I was this close to the end. I'm like, yep, but it'll work out.
Yeah.